I'm not trying to drain myself out. This is high school. And I didn't want to do AP classes, you know. So let me tell y'all about my first day. Super nervous my freshman year. At what age did you start driving yourself to school? Everybody was just so shocked that I was driving so quick. I failed my first driving ed test. I'm not gonna lie, but a couple days after my 16th birthday, like everybody just had their own vibe. But dual enrollment, a lot of people don't know about it. They're both literally gonna look good on your transcript. All of my classes throughout high school has been honors classes, and me maintaining my 4.0. If you're a freshman, sophomore, you don't really gotta worry about that. I think that was my biggest struggle in chemistry. Who boyfriend, talking about who boyfriend in the hallway. People here just to gossip. And at this age, at our big age, why are we still in drama, you know? And not having a big friend group. Like, middle school was my trial and error, and I'm so glad. No, don't do it. So I don't even have to go into school my first period. Hey guys, it's me Jasmine. Welcome back to my channel. Today's video, as you can see by the title, is going to be a high school advice video. I also asked you guys on Instagram, give me some advice. You guys were somebody who would have told you guys before you entered high school. So this video is going to be definitely juicy and different. You guys really enjoyed my last high school advice video that I did last year. It definitely blew up. There's some great advice for that video. So I definitely think you guys should check out this video, that video, and this video. I hit a lot of talking points about high school in general on that video. So this video I am too, but this is kind of going to be more of like the nitty gritty. I kind of talked more about the education wise on that one, but still am going to talk more about the education wise and how I'm going to graduate high school early and how you guys can too and all that. So this one's going to be more realistic, like how to graduate a little bit earlier, how to start driving earlier, you know, just kind of more realistic. So the first thing I'm going to talk about is graduating early, how to graduate high school early. I'm just going to talk about the path that I took because that's the only way I can educate you guys through the path that I took. If you're a person like me that before you entered high school, you just know that your dream was to just hurry up, finish high school, knock high school out, get it over with and finish it quick. Not really into like the whole doing extra unnecessary classes, having like fun classes, just like wanting to get it all over with and double up in classes, then this is for you, because I was definitely that person. I always knew before I entered high school I wanted to get the F out, okay? The first step is to double up on classes if you want to graduate early, okay? And like doubling up on science, doubling up on math, doubling up on ELA. A lot of people are like, well, how do you do that? Talk to your counselor, talk to your counselor, talk to your counselor to double up. Change your schedule. My sophomore year, did biology my first semester, and then my second semester I did chemistry. So that's what I mean by doubling up, because usually you're supposed to have one science a year, one math a year, one English, one of each subject a year, but doubling up, you're just adding that. So chemistry would have been like my junior year science. Biology is like, some people take it freshman year or sophomore year. I didn't take it freshman year, so that's why I doubled up in science. Every school has different requirements, so my school only required us to do, I think, like 3 sciences. So definitely kind of have an idea. I am about to be a junior now, so kind of have an idea of where you want to go to college and do your research. See what are the requirements, it's high school requirements to get into that college. Doing the bare minimum a little bit can get you the far way. What I mean by bare minimum is not doing so much classes, doing the classes that you need to graduate, you know. And I'm not saying bare minimum in work wise, but bare minimum in classes. So double up in classes, that will get you ahead. That will get me ahead, because now since I did my chemistry, my science, my junior science, my sophomore year, now I don't have no science to take my junior year. So I'll get more into that. The easiest subject for you is math. First semester, take math 1. Second semester, take math 2. So therefore, you knocked out your freshman year of math and your sophomore year of math. So by the time you hit your actual sophomore year, you're doing like junior math, you know. Try to knock out as the most classes as you can within a year. Don't double up if you know it's going to be too much for you. Freshmen and 8th grade is just specifically for you. If you are going into the 8th grade, take advantage of that and see if you can start high school classes earlier. 8th grade, I took math 1, Taking math 1 in 8th grade definitely made me be a year ahead in high school, and that definitely made my life way easier. So it might feel like a lot, but in the end, it will be totally worth it taking math 1 in 8th grade. And it was literally like one of the most stressful math classes of my life because my teacher sucked. I don't care if she's watching it, you suck, sis. Her attitude was terrible, the teaching was bad. Math 1 was just like super hard for me, but I pushed through. The outcome was definitely so worth it though, because I was always ahead of math. Like right now, I'm about to be a junior and I'm taking my last math, my math for the senior math. Doing that made me be a year ahead in math. So to sum it up, try to take as most classes as you can. Do the classes that are required to graduate, like I said. A lot of people in my last video were kind of upset that I was saying like art and music and theater aren't important. But to be honest, let's be real, it's really not, unless you're going into like a theater major in college or something. But to graduate, art and all that is not important. I feel like it's just really unnecessary and kind of just like more just to linger around in high school instead of getting it done. My freshman and sophomore year, I did not take like all the fun classes. I mean, the only reason I took electives is because it was required. Out to double up, I subbed out electives for like actual classes like math, English, science. So that will also allow you to be ahead. Also, talk to your counselor. My counselor definitely guided me through a lot of things, seeing what I needed left to graduate a little bit earlier, allowing my schedule to be aligned with kind of how I want to do my life in high school. Just sitting there talking to her maybe for like an hour or two, even just try and reflect and take out classes that you don't want to fill in classes that you actually need to graduate. Very important question is just to ask your counselor like the requirements for your school to graduate. And once you see that list, just start knocking those classes out. If you want to double up to knock those out quicker, because the quicker you knock those out, the faster you're going to get out of there, honestly. Some schools are strict on graduating early. Some schools don't like that, some schools do, but I know public schools are more likely for you to graduate way earlier than you need to. In my school, they're not super strict on it, but they're kind of strict because I'm graduating a semester early, which I'm still grateful for because I've always wanted to graduate high school early. And I'm super grateful for graduating a semester early, but I probably would have graduated a whole year early if it wasn't for my school, because the way they try to like trap you in there is I only have 2 classes to take senior year, so that's how I graduate a semester early. But those 2 classes are senior required, so you have to take those classes senior year, and that's how they trap you. I tried to take those 2 classes all in my junior year, and it wasn't happening. It was like, no, you need to take a senior year. So that's how I got trapped with those 2 classes senior. So I would have graduated a whole year early, but schools like my school, they try to, I don't know why they try to like keep you in high school. Don't make them try to keep you in high school longer than they need to, because they will feed you in, like I'm saying, give you unnecessary classes. You gotta know that you don't need those unnecessary things to keep you there longer. What age did you start driving yourself to school? More of like the driving portion of you getting older and how to start driving. What do you need? License, permit, all that, the steps and all that gritty, because in 8th grade, I didn't really know what I needed, so this is kind of your guide. My parents allowed me to start driving, like practicing and stuff, not being in a car by myself. Maybe like 12, 13, 14, honestly. I really started doing more practicing was 14. Illegally by myself, 16. But I got my permit 15 years old. Everybody was just so shocked that I was driving so quick. You got my first car. Everybody just like, how at this young age, So let me tell you guys. Like I said, I'm a person that when it comes to education, when it comes to stuff that I need, I like to knock them out very quick. Freshman year, I signed up for driver's ed. I think you're eligible for driver's ed when you're like 14 and a half. So literally right when I was like 14, or I don't remember, was it 14? Probably. And by the time this was like COVID time, so driver's ed was online. If you know, Quizlet, final exam, driver's ed, yeah, put 2 and 2 together, yeah. Doing it online was like the best thing. Like I really got lucky. I just really knocked everything out very quick at a young age, so that's how I'm able to be 16 and about to have my final license, like literally this year. Plus, it really just ranges on your state. their requirements and their age. That's another thing. You're gonna take a driver's ed test. Yes, you do have to take a test on the computer. I think it is a driving portion, but since I took mine in COVID, I was lucky. The test, I'm not gonna lie, I failed my first driving ed test. I'm not gonna lie, by like 2 questions. I definitely did study, but what I studied wasn't on the test. I think it was like 27 questions, honestly. And if you get 5 wrong, you fail. So yeah, make sure you study. So I was super sad about that, but I went back like a week later and I passed with like, I think getting like none wrong, because like once you see what's on the test, I kind of knew what to study from there. So yeah, I really knocked that out. And then because of COVID, I think I only needed to hold my permit for like 6 months. I had to hold it for 6 months and I had to be at least 16. But a couple of days after my 16th birthday, I got my license. And this is just like, they do it by levels. So my first license is just like, you can't drive after 9. So I got that at 16. And then I hold that for 6 months. And now in August, I'm about to have like my actual final license. The one that I have now, I didn't have to do a test or nothing or driving. I had to have like 60 hours overall of driving. Yeah, that's basically how I got everything so quick. It's really just, if you really just want to be serious and you really want to get it, you're gonna knock it out, honestly. And clicks are not really real. People are way more acceptable than you think. So definitely in high school, I definitely learned the difference from like middle school and high school was that high school, you see more things, you know, you see different people. Not everybody's gonna be kind of like the same as you were in middle school. Everybody has their own different style in high school. Everybody has their own vibe. I feel like high school is just more vibrant, more just a little bit more of taste of life rather than middle school. High school, you see people doing their own thing while you're doing your thing, more than middle school. Everybody was kind of doing the same thing. So yes, I think this is very true. If your school has dual enrollment, do that instead of AP classes. The amount of times I try to tell people this, but it's like, people are so fed into the AP classes, and I feel like that's because your counselors, your teachers, that's all what they try to talk to you in your ear. Do not be for it. Do the dual enrollment. A lot of people don't know about it. Your teachers all try to get AP in your ear. No, I'm telling y'all, dual enrollment is basically like you're doing college classes. I don't think you have to take a final exam. I forgot the difference between the two. I think AP is, you only get the credit if you pass the final exam. It's like not too guaranteed. Rather than dual enrollment, it's way more guaranteed that you get the credit. And I don't think you have to take a final exam. I don't really remember, but I know I gotta do more of the research. But dual enrollment is way better. Every time I heard somebody do dual enrollment, they always say that's way easier than AP classes. And I haven't took dual enrollment yet because I just signed up my junior year, so I will be taking them. And I'm doing like dual enrollment for my prereqs for nursing. So like I'm saying, I'm always getting a head start to something. I never was interested in the AP. I always knew if I was ready to take college classes that I would do dual enrollment. Honestly, believe it or not, I heard about dual enrollment through other YouTuber high school advice, and they warned me about AP classes. And ever since, I did my more research and I realized why dual enrollment is way better than AP. They're both literally gonna look good on your transcript, but I feel like dual enrollment is way less stressful than AP classes. Like, and I try to encourage so much people at my school, like, yeah, do dual enrollment. I'm doing dual enrollment. Everybody's just so stuck on AP lane, AP this, AP that. Like, no. Where someone told me to work really hard from freshman to senior. This is absolutely so true. It's not to like toot my horn or anything, but I am always a driven person when it comes to education, because I know for me, what I want to be, I have to go to college. So either ways, if I want to make that bank, I have to be very drivenly educated. Even before I got into high school, I always knew I wanted to work really hard in high school so I can, you know, first get into a college that I want to get into, maybe get a couple scholarships. I could toot my horn because I've worked hard my freshman year. I worked hard my sophomore year. So I know I'm a junior, but like this year, I'm basically finishing up most of my high school classes because like I said, my senior year, I only have 2 and they're like super easy classes. So this year, I'm finishing out basically kind of all my classes, and all of my classes throughout high school has been honors classes. I've been taking honor classes my whole life, and they're literally like the best thing. It's definitely gonna boost your GPA up way more. A regular class, let's say a regular class will be a 5. Honors class will give you that 0.5, that extra 0.5. So it boosts up your GPA. I'm telling you guys, take honors classes. I feel like the difference is, honestly, is the workload. It's definitely worth that 0.5, that extra boost to your GPA, y'all. I'm telling you. Like, me maintaining my 4.0 and staying up, 3.9 is honestly definitely a push from those honors classes, and staying on top of that work as well. Just working hard freshman through senior looks super great, and having all those honors classes throughout that year. So get on them honors classes. When they say junior year is the hardest year to get serious, listen. Like I said, I'm going into my junior year, so I don't know how true this is yet. Hopefully I make it out alive. I love a ride. I love a nice ride. So let's see. I'm actually down for the ride, because this is really like my last year of taking this is basically me finishing out most of my my high school classes. So I'm honestly ready for the ride. Just knowing that you're basically finishing all up gives you more of a driven drive just to knock it all out. Start prepping for the ACT and the SAT sophomore summer. I know I told myself that I wanted to get a SAT and ACT tutor during the summer and do like a tutor. So when I get into school, I'll be ready for the ACT. Who did that? Not me, sorry. So now I'm gonna have to get a tutor like during the school year. So probably try getting a tutor if you want to score really good. If you're already smart, go ahead. But I feel like this tutor is just more of like a guidance, If you're a freshman, sophomore, you don't really gotta worry about that yet. Sophomore, yeah, more until like the end, but not too serious if you want to start prepping. Do take the pre-SAT sophomore year, but it's honestly not graded at all. It's not scored. It's not in your transcript. Don't worry about it. But it just kind of shows you what's going to be on the SAT and what's going to be on the ACT, just to see which one you prefer. You don't have to take both for college. You only have to take either or. Some colleges don't even require it. Don't take studying for granted. This is so true. Specifically, my experience, my chemistry class. Chemistry can either be a hit or miss. It can be like super easy if you study, and it can be like a little bit rocky if you're like a person that's very hardworking, very driven, but you don't study as much. And in chemistry is definitely a thing where you need to study. And my problem was that, I don't know if because I was an honors class, but just that it's like you learn so much things and everything was just so fast paced, I don't know if it's just specifically my class, but we learned so much. You took like thousands of notes in one day, and like our tests will be in like 2 days or 3 days, and I just feel like that much information, it was so hard to grasp within that much studying, that much days, and then you take a test. Like, I think that was my biggest struggle in chemistry. Definitely a class like that, study hard. Join sports, that's how you make friends. That's honestly the truth. Like, joining sports really made me make a lot more friends and know a lot more people in the hallway. Playing soccer, doing that stuff definitely made me meet more people. We're not like literally besties, but definitely like it just helps you meet more people in school, know more people. Sports are fun, especially when you have a good team. So I definitely recommend doing a sport. More people in your school kind of know you through sports. Mind your business. Your best friend is yourself. The truth, minding my business has been the best thing of my life in high school. Like, honestly, high school has been so peaceful for me. I know in middle school I was like always in some type of drama, not because of me, but just because kind of the people around me, like, it was just so, my middle school was just so small that it was like drama almost every day. And high school has been like one of the peacefulest, no drama of my life. And I just feel like that's because I'm always by myself. I'm always out of people drama, because that it's like people here to argue about who boyfriend, talking about who boyfriend in the hallway. People here just to gossip, and it's just like I'm more of here to get out of high school. Like, I'm not with all that. Like, who got time for drama? I don't be trying to be in all that drama, because I'm not trying to be here for a long time. What Drake say? I'm not trying to be here for a long time. Okay, my mindset has always been driven to mind my business. Like, I don't got, that's like childish to me at this point, at this age, at our big age. Why are we still in drama? One of the best, truly the best advice, and not having a big friend group. Like, so much girls I witnessed in my school be a whole clique of 5, clique of 3, clique of 4. Child, by the time that school year and you see everybody all by themselves, it's a pair now. Like y'all gonna see, you don't even gotta know the tea to see that something went left. Because once you see that whole group of girls stop messing with each other, then you know. Because I've been through that in middle school. Like middle school was my trial era, and I'm so glad, because now high school is just like, I know everything from middle school now that it's not my trial era. Like middle school is my trial era. I've been through the whole 5 group phase. Like we're in high school. Did y'all not learn about that in middle school? Like clearly, why are we still doing five groups of girls in high school? We know it don't work out. I'm sorry to tell y'all, but it don't slack your freshman year. That's living proof. I say don't slack any year, honestly, because I feel like each year is important. I'm going to start talking about my experience, how I'm about to do college classes. So you're about to be a junior or senior, and you want to start taking college classes. Like I said, don't take AP, take dual enrollment or college classes, whatever your school calls it. My high school does it through a community college. I'm taking 3 college classes this year, and they're all online. So, but let me tell y'all the gist. They're all online, and since they're like college classes, it takes out like an actual like period of mine in high school on my high school schedule. So I don't even have to go inside of the school when I'm doing those classes. I can stay at home. First semester I have 1 college class, and then second semester I have 2. So that first semester, the college class is my first period. So I don't even have to go into school my first period. That college class basically takes up that period. Second semester, I don't have to go in. I only have 2 periods at school because, like I said, I have 2 college classes, and those 2 college classes take up 2 periods. So y'all see, it's a flex. So that was another reason that motivated me to pick up them college classes, was that because I don't got to be in school the whole schedule, because I'm taking online college classes and we can do them at home. And then once that is over, we can go into school and actually go for our next period. So talk to your counselor about your whole scheduling. Not every school is going to be like that. You're not going to be able to have that chance. I'm glad my school is like that. It is an asynchronous college class, so it's no Zoom meetings. They just give you the work and you do it, and it's online. And like I said, most of the college classes, the 3 college classes I took was just based off my prereqs. I don't want to be in nursing, so I took anatomy and physiology. I took the regular English college that you have to take, and then I took psychology. Just knocking out those prereqs, so once I get into actual college, I could be like a year or 2 finished with most of my requirements. So the quicker out, the faster we get to the money. If you know your prereqs, if you know kind of what you want to go into, start taking those classes that are required for your field now, or just start even taking the basic classes that you need to knock out in college. Always have group chats for answers. That's tea. Have them school group chats for answers. I do not care. Have them out. I don't want to say too much, but we all know, like, if anything, if you're super antisocial, don't be antisocial about that group chat. Talk to somebody to get in that group chat, because sometimes you're gonna be tired. I'm not gonna lie. I'm not gonna sit here and act like I'm a goody all two shoes, because no. That group chat, get in it. Get in that chemistry group chat. Get in that ELA group chat. Get in it, because it's really gonna save your life. Do what's best for you. This is very true. A lot of people like to go their own path in high school. A lot of people, and that's just because everybody wants to do something different when they actually graduate high school. I went to graduate high school a little bit earlier, and I'm just the person that I just want to do, as of right now, since it's high school, it's not that really big of a deal. I want to do what's required more than overdoing it. Like, it's not college, it's not nursing school. I don't want to overdo it. I'm not trying to drain myself out. This is high school. Like, y'all, please remember, don't take it too serious. Like, take it serious, definitely, but don't take it too serious. Like, I know some people that go way beyond. We only required to take 3 sciences, they want to take 5, and it's just like, no, why? Like, why? You know, my whole thing was a lot of people were stuck on AP classes. And I didn't want to do AP classes, you know. I wanted to do enrollment, and not a lot of people go through that way of doing college classes. A lot of people go through AP, and I personally just didn't feel no type of way, because in my mind, it's like, you about to struggle, not me. So educate yourself a little bit through high school and do what's best for you. Do what's best for your career that you want. What should I do if I get lost the first day? So let me tell y'all about my first day. I was super nervous my freshman year. And this is kind of like COVID time, so this was like when we finally could go in the building. Of course, it's going to be way bigger than my middle school. My school is not even as big. Like, it's big, but like compared to a lot of other high schools can get very, very, very big. I know a lot of people, what they did was they had like their schedule like on their lock screen of their phone, so like when they look on it, it could just be their schedule right there instead of like going through your photos, looking through the thing. Like, no, just have it on your lock screen. I know a lot of people do that. Asking around, y'all are gonna be lost. I mean, I'm a junior now, so I shouldn't be lost in my school. Like, I've been going this like my 3rd year. You shouldn't even be lost once you hit your junior year, honestly. But ask around. I'm pretty sure a lot of people, y'all don't overthink. I'm pretty sure teachers are gonna be in the hallway. You're not gonna be the only one lost. So I'm gonna end out this video here. I hope you guys really enjoyed this video. I wanted to do something different, and I hope you guys really enjoyed this video. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and bye.